This is Dr. Subrato Mandal from Bhopal, Ubuntu Heart Hospital. So hope you are doing well in this Corona COVID-19. Being a noble medical profession, a lot of issues are also there. And there are many speculation or speculative reports regarding the coronavirus and in connection with the diabetes. And many of you are maybe worried that corona virus may affect more and it is more risky for your diabetic patients. So here today we are going to discuss this point, that how controlling of diabetes in this time, and along with how we can be control our diabetes as well as health and check in our health in properly in during this lockdown period. The first and foremost important thing is that diabetes and comorbid conditions. You should be very clear, and you should be knowing that those patients, those who are having elderly, diabetes, hypertension, smoking, asthma, or any other disease, creatinine level more high, these are the diseases can have more risk in comparison with those who are having no other risk factors. But don't be panic. It is we can just throw away this thought out of your mind, and because stress also can lead to abnormal blood sugar levels. Stay cool, and we try to control our blood sugar levels. Secondly, diabetes, and you should always be very comfortable that you should take regular medications and check your blood sugar level regularly. I recommend you that everybody, those who are diabetics, should have a properly functioning and reliable blood sugar monitoring device in your home, that you can check your sugar regularly, and should be kept around 110 in fasting and around 160 by milligram percent in after post meal, or it can be below that also. Another important factor that you should always be kept in mind, that because as nowadays in lockdown we are passing most of the times with our at home, and there's a lot of snacking times will be there. So try to avoid multiple snackings, especially with fried and oily foods, and those who are having high salt in that. In that, instead of this, you can go with vegetable snacks like cucumber, fruits like apple, orange, etc. Moreover, this also regularly you can take, then this also can control your diabetes better. Another important factor I want to tell, that exercise. Exercise is very important part to maintain a blood sugar level. Definitely during this period, you may stop having less time or to do the exercise, or your morning walk as another exercise, or gymming may halt it. But don't worry, you can do it at home, and there is no need to do a strenuous exercise. You can very well do simple stretching exercise or light exercise that can be done at home also, along with some yoga and stretching exercise. It's sufficient, at least for 30 minutes a day. That is sufficient for to maintain all your health and as well as blood sugar level under control. Another important factor, as you see, the diet. Take your diet regularly, and especially in time, because many times what happens, this because of this lockdown periods, and many routine it doesn't maintain the routine. So try to maintain your diet habits in particular time regularly, and which will improve your blood sugar level. Another important thing is that sleep. As you know, the sleep is very important, and at least minimum 6 to 9 hours of sleep is mandatory for any human beings to be normally healthy. Usually what happens nowadays, and particularly if you sleep in proper time and waking up in proper time, that will also helps to control your blood sugar as well as your health. If you are feeling sleeplessness or some other activities, other difficulties during sleep, so definitely you can do one thing. Try to stop your screen time in mobile or in televisions. So that releases, that exerts a lot of blue rays, which also disturb our sleep because it's also releases sleep pattern in our changes in sleep pattern in our body. So with this, you can, if it is also not getting disturbed in sleep, you can go for some meditation, some yoga, some calming activities, or these exercise. Another important factor which I want to discuss with you is, because as we every time we're watching around a news and giving a lot of gloomy deaths and doing this pandemics in this around area, so much chaos and fear around us. So leave it. And moreover, you try to avoid your screen time, and especially the news channels. You get a morning, and definitely you should you should able to know, and you should aware of all the things happening around the world. But try to restrict the timings and get in good, because that's also with this news we make a lot of distress in our mind, and which also ultimately makes us more stressful, and which also leads to abnormal blood sugar level. So definitely what we should do, we should do a lot of, we can do a lot of calming activities, yoga, meditation. If you have a garden, you can go do gardening. You can have time, you can discuss with your children's and or their relatives. There is a lot of conversation. We can have a gossips with your relatives and kids. So these all the things is very important to calm down our mental stress. Well, finally, I will conclude, wind up this discussion, this topic with the suggestions that follow the all the instructions laid by the government of India and healthcare professionals. Always wash your hands regularly and maintain social distancing, because these are the main to save yourself and as well as your health, and definitely to prevent spreading to others. So everyone be everyone, finally what I want to say is, be safe, be healthy, and stay home, stay cool. Thank you.